Lisa is listening to the voice on the phone. It's saying something about being invisible. About nobody caring. Standard active shooter psychology. Lisa's heard it before. 47 times before. She knows how to respond. How to validate. How to de-escalate. I hear you. I understand you feel invisible. Help me see you. The voice responds. You don't understand. Nobody does. And that's when Lisa hears it. The way he says nobody. The slight lisp on the B. The inflection going up at the end. She's heard that before. Years ago. A little boy. Crying in his room. Nobody likes me, mommy. Same voice. Older. Deeper. But same. Lisa's breath stops. Her hand grips the phone. She looks at the case file. Gunman identified as Michael Johnson. Age 19. No relation to Agent Hayes. But Lisa's son is named Michael. Last name was Hayes. Until his father changed it. 8 years ago. After the divorce. Lisa hasn't seen him since. He was 11. Now he's 19. And holding 23 kids hostage. And she's been talking to him for 9 hours. Without knowing. Lisa mutes the phone. Looks at her partner. I need the gunman's full background. Now. She already knows what it'll say. But she needs to see it. Needs to confirm. Michael Johnson. Born Michael Hayes. Mother, Lisa Hayes, FBI. Father, David Johnson, Oregon. Parents divorced 2011. Father won custody. Name changed 2012. And now it's 2019. And her son is on the other end of this phone. With a gun. And 23 lives in his hands. And Lisa has to keep talking. Has to save those kids. Even if it means losing her son. Agent Lisa Hayes was 36 years old. FBI hostage negotiator. 10 years on the crisis response team. Based out of Denver. But she traveled. Wherever they needed her. Bank robberies. Domestic standoffs. Barricaded suspects. Suicidal individuals. 47 hostages saved. Perfect record. Never lost one. Lisa was the best. Calm. Empathetic. Patient. She could talk anyone down. Find the connection. Build the trust. Make them believe she cared. And she did care. Every single hostage. Every single subject. They all mattered. Because saving them was all she had left. Lisa became a negotiator for one reason. To save people. To fix what was broken. To reach people when nobody else could. She'd always been good at listening. Understanding. Even as a kid. Friends came to her with problems. She helped. Found solutions. Made them feel heard. The FBI recruited her at 24. Trained her in negotiation. Crisis intervention. Psychology. She was a natural. Her first save was a jumper. Suicidal vet on a bridge. Lisa talked to him for 3 hours. Got him down. Alive. She cried afterward. Relief. Purpose. This was what she was meant to do. But there was another reason Lisa threw herself into this work. A reason she never talked about. Her son. Michael. She'd lost him in the divorce. Lost custody. Lost contact. And every hostage she saved was a child she couldn't save. Her own. So she saved everyone else's. 47 times. 47 families that got to keep their loved ones. Because Lisa was good at her job. Because she cared. Because she needed to matter to someone. Even if it couldn't be her own son. The divorce happened in 2011. Lisa was 28. Married to David Johnson for 7 years. They had Michael when Lisa was 22. Young. Too young. But they tried. David was an engineer. Stable. Home every night. Lisa was FBI. Training. Travel. Long hours. Unpredictable schedule. David resented it. You're never here. Michael needs a mother. Lisa tried to balance. Tried to be both. Agent and mom. But it was impossible. The job demanded everything. And she was good at it. Too good to quit. Too committed to walk away. The marriage fractured. Slowly. Then all at once. David filed for divorce. Sought full custody. She's unfit. Never home. FBI is her priority, not our son. Lisa fought. Hired lawyers. But the evidence was clear. She missed school events. Forgot birthdays. Left in the middle of dinners for emergencies. The judge ruled in David's favor. Full custody to father. Limited visitation for mother. Lisa was devastated. But she accepted it. Thought she could still be part of Michael's life. She was wrong. David moved to Oregon 6 months later. New job. Fresh start. Took Michael with him. Changed his last name to Johnson. Cut off contact. Michael needs stability. You're a disruption. Lisa tried to call. David blocked her number. Tried to visit. Restraining order. Harassment. Lisa hired lawyers again. They said she could fight. But it would take years. Cost everything. And might not work. David had full custody. Legal right to relocate. To make decisions. Lisa was powerless. So she let go. Not because she wanted to. Because she had no choice. The last time she saw Michael, he was 11 years old. Crying. When are you coming back, Mommy? Soon, baby. I promise. She never came back. And Michael stopped asking. Lisa buried herself in work. Became the best negotiator in the FBI. 47 saves. Each one a child. Each one someone's son or daughter. Each one a chance to matter. To fix something. To save someone. Even if she couldn't save the one that mattered most. She kept a photo of Michael in her wallet. Age 11. Smiling. Before the divorce. Before she lost him. She looked at it sometimes. Wondered what he looked like now. What his voice sounded like. If he remembered her. If he hated her. She had no way to know. David blocked everything. And Michael never reached out. Either he didn't want to. Or didn't know how. Lisa would never know which. March 14, 2019. Lisa was in Denver. Routine day. Paperwork. Training. Then the call came. Active shooter. High school. Colorado Springs. 40 minutes south. Gunman barricaded in cafeteria with students. Unknown number of hostages. Local PD requesting FBI assistance. Crisis negotiation needed. Lisa grabbed her gear. Drove. Arrived at the scene within an hour. Command center set up in parking lot. SWAT positioned. School surrounded. No shots fired in 30 minutes. Situation stable. For now. Lisa was briefed. Gunman male. Late teens. Student at the school. Name unknown. Won't identify himself. Calls himself M. 23 students confirmed in cafeteria. No injuries yet. Gunman making demands. Wants to be heard. Wants everyone to listen. Classic active shooter profile. Young. Male. Alienated. Seeking attention. Validation. Lisa knew how to handle this. She'd done it before. Not school shootings specifically. But barricaded subjects. Desperate people with weapons. People who felt unheard. This was her specialty. Lisa made contact at 10:47 a.m. This is Agent Lisa Hayes, FBI. I'm here to listen. The voice that answered was young. Mel. Shaking. You don't care. Nobody cares. Lisa kept her tone calm. Warm. I do care. That's why I'm here. Help me understand what's happening. Hour 1 was standard. Building rapport. Letting him vent. Validating feelings. I hear you. I understand you're frustrated. The gunman, talked about school. Bullying. Being ignored. Invisible. Nobody sees me. I walk through halls. Nobody knows I exist. Lisa listened. Reflected. Created connection. This was the work. Make them feel heard. Seen. Valued. By hour 2, M was calming. Talking more. Opening up. Good signs. Lisa's partner, Agent Tom Bradford, monitored beside her. Taking notes. Tracking progress. You're doing great, he whispered. Lisa nodded. This was going to work. She could feel it. Hours 3 through 8 were slow. Gradual. M talked about his life. His father. Moving to Colorado 2 years ago. Starting at a new school. Not fitting in. Being alone. Lisa absorbed it all. Responded carefully. Never pushed. Never demanded. Just listened. Made him feel important. By hour 8, M was tired. Lisa could hear it. Voice getting quiet. Emotional. This was the breakthrough point. When subjects either surrendered or escalated. Lisa had to be perfect. One wrong word could end 23 lives. M, I can tell you're exhausted. You've been so strong. Holding this together. But you don't have to anymore. Let me help. Let those students go. Then we can talk. Just you and me. I promise I'll listen. M was silent. Then, you promise? I promise. Hour 9. M was considering. Lisa could feel it. He wanted to trust her. Wanted to believe someone cared. He said something about his mother. How she left. Didn't want him. She chose her job over me. I was invisible to her too. And that's when Lisa heard it. The way he said invisible. The slight lisp. The inflection. She'd heard that voice before. Smaller. Younger. Nobody likes me, Mommy. Her son. At age 8. Crying because kids at school were mean. Lisa had held him. Told him he mattered. that she saw him. Always. Except she didn't. She was gone. Working. Saving other people's kids. While hers felt invisible. And now he was here. On this phone. With a gun. And Lisa didn't know until this moment. Hour 9. Of 11. Lisa muted the call. Her hand was shaking. Tom looked at her. You okay? Lisa couldn't speak. Pointed at the file. Background. Full background. On the gunman. Now. Tom grabbed it. Read it aloud. Michael Johnson. Age 19. Born in Denver. Parents David Johnson and Lisa Hayes. Divorced 2011. Father won custody. Relocated to Oregon. Name change approved 2012. Family moved to Colorado Springs 2017. He stopped. Looked at Lisa. Realized. Oh my God. Lisa, is that my son? Her voice was flat. Empty. That's my son. The room went silent. Everyone stared. Lisa sat there. Phone in hand. Muted. Her son was on the other end. 19 years old. With a gun. Holding 23 students hostage. And she'd been negotiating with him for 9 hours without knowing. Without him knowing. Because he was 11 last time he heard her voice. And she was 28. 8 years changes voices. Changes everything. Tom put his hand on her shoulder. Lisa, you need to step back. Let someone else take over. Lisa shook her head. No. Lisa, you can't. I'm the only reason he's still talking. I'm the only reason those kids are still alive. If I hand this off now, he'll know something's wrong. He'll panic. People will die. But he's your son. Which is exactly why I have to finish this. Lisa unmuted the call. Took a breath. Steadied her voice. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Michael, her son, responded. You're different than I thought. Usually adults lie. Pretend to care. But I believe you. I think you really do care. Lisa closed her eyes. Tears running down her face. Silent. I do care. More than you know. She meant it. God, she meant it. More than he'd ever understand. I want you to be safe. And I want those students to be safe. Can you start letting them go? Small groups. Show me you trust me. Michael was quiet. Then, okay. I'll send out 5. But I need you to promise you'll still talk to me after. That you won't disappear. I promise. I'm not going anywhere. Michael released 5 students. Then 5 more. Then 7 more. Over 2 hours. By hour 11, only 6 remained. Michael kept talking. Lisa kept listening. Kept him calm. Kept him connected. And the whole time she was dying inside. This was her son. The boy she held as a baby. Taught to walk. Read bedtime stories to. The boy she lost. The boy who felt invisible. Because of her. Because she chose the job. Chose saving strangers over being present. And now he was here. Hurting. Desperate. Holding a gun. Because nobody listened. Nobody saw him. And Lisa, who spent 10 years listening to everyone else, hadn't been there to listen to him. At hour 11, Michael released the last 6 students. 30 minutes later, he agreed to come out. Unarmed. Hands up. SWAT moved in. Secured him. No shots fired. All 23 hostages safe. Perfect save. Number 48 through 70 for Lisa. Except this time she lost one. Her son. Michael was arrested. Cuffed. Led to a patrol car. He saw Lisa standing there. Headset. FBI jacket. Blonde hair. Blue eyes. He stared. Recognition slowly dawning. Mom? Lisa couldn't move. Couldn't speak. Just nodded. Michael's face crumpled. Rage. Pain. Betrayal. You? Was you? This whole time. Lisa took a step forward. Michael, you left me. You disappeared. And now you show up? Like this? To arrest me? I didn't know it was you. I swear I didn't know until... Would it have mattered? Would you have come if it wasn't your job? Lisa had no answer. Because the truth was too painful. She hadn't come for 8 years. Hadn't fought hard enough. Hadn't been there. And Michael knew it. He looked at her with 8 years of abandonment in his eyes. I needed you. For 8 years. I needed my mom. And you weren't there. So don't pretend you care now. Don't pretend this was about me. It was about them. He nodded toward the students. It's always about them. Never about me. I was right. I am invisible. Even to you. Michael was charged with 23 counts of kidnapping. Aggravated assault. Terrorism. The gun wasn't loaded. He'd never intended to shoot. Just wanted to be heard. To matter. To force people to listen. The prosecutor pushed for maximum sentence. 40 years. Michael's public defender argued mental health, trauma, abandonment. Got it down to 25. Michael would serve time in a federal facility. Be 44 when released. If he survived that long. Lisa attended the sentencing. Sat in the back. Michael didn't look at her. Didn't acknowledge her. When the judge asked if he had anything to say, Michael stood. I just wanted someone to listen. That's all I ever wanted. And the only person who did? He looked at Lisa. Finally. Was doing her job. It wasn't real. It was never real. So I guess I'm still invisible. And I always will be. Lisa quit the FBI 3 weeks later. Couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't negotiate. Couldn't save strangers. Not after realizing her life's work was built on the ruins of her son's life. She'd saved 47 hostages. And created one shooter. Her own. Every person she'd helped, every life she'd saved, came at the cost of the one life she should have saved first. Michael. Her son. Who needed her. Who begged for her. Who felt invisible. Because she was too busy making strangers feel seen. The math didn't work. 47 saved. 1 destroyed. And the one mattered more than all 47 combined. Because he was hers. And she failed him. Lisa lives in Boulder now. Small apartment. Works at a crisis call center. Volunteers. No FBI. No high-profile cases. Just listening to people. Helping them feel heard. Penance. Atonement. She visits Michael once a month. Federal facility. 3 hours away. He refused visits for the first year. Then accepted. They don't talk much. Sit across from each other. Separated by glass. Phones. Awkward. Painful. Michael asks about her life. She says it's fine. Asks about his. He says he's surviving. Reading. Getting his GED. Maybe college courses. He's civil. Polite. But distant. The wall between them isn't just glass. It's 8 years of absence. 8 years of feeling unseen. No amount of monthly visits will tear that wall down. And Lisa knows it. But she comes anyway. Because this is all she has. This is the only hostage she still needs to save. And she's failing. Just like she always did. Last month, Michael asked her a question. Why did you do it? The job. Why was it more important than me? Lisa thought for a long time. Then answered honestly. Because I thought I was helping people. Saving lives. Making a difference. And I was. But I didn't realize I was sacrificing you to do it. I thought I could be both. Good agent and good mother. I was wrong. I couldn't. And I chose the job. Not consciously. But through 1,000 small decisions. And by the time I realized what I'd lost, it was too late. You were gone. And I spent 10 years trying to save you through 47 strangers. But none of them were you. And that's the truth. I failed you. And I'm sorry. I know sorry isn't enough. I know it doesn't fix anything. But I'm sorry. Michael stared at her. Then said something that broke her. I listened to your voice for 9 hours that day. And I felt seen. For the first time in 8 years. Someone was listening. Really listening. And it felt good. Safe. Then I found out it was you. And I realized you only saw me when it was your job. When it was a case. When you had to. Not because you wanted to. Not because I was your son. Because I was a subject. A number. Hostage situation 48. That's all I ever was to you. Lisa wanted to scream that it wasn't true. That she loved him. That she always had. But Michael was right. She'd listened to him as Agent Hayes. Not as mom. And that made all the difference. She'd saved him as a negotiator. Not as a mother. And he felt the difference. Had lived the difference for 8 years. And would carry it for the rest of his life. Lisa Hayes saved 47 hostages in 10 years. Never lost one. Perfect record. Then she tried to save number 48. Her son. And she did. Got him out alive. No one died. But she lost him anyway. Because saving someone's life isn't the same as saving them. Michael is alive. Breathing. Existing. But he's not saved. He's serving 25 years. Feeling invisible. Carrying the weight of abandonment. And Lisa visits once a month. Sits across from him. Tries to be present. Tries to matter. But she's 8 years too late. And they both know it. That's the real story. Not the perfect record. Not the 47 saves. The one loss. The one that mattered. The son she saved as an agent but lost as a mother. And no amount of negotiation can fix that. No words can bridge that gap. Because some losses are permanent. And some failures can't be negotiated away. Lisa learned that the hard way. In hour 9. Of the longest day of her life. when she heard her son's voice, and realized she was about to save him, and lose him, at the same time.